I'm going to look for the computer name right now.
Well, what year was it?
Well, I think I was in the first year. I think it would be around 12, 13, something like that.
12, 13 years old?
Yeah.
And how old are you now?
30 years old.
30?
And I was already programming back then in QBasic.
QBasic.
Yeah.
So it was like it was either an 8088 or it was a Commodore 64.
No, it wasn't the Commodore 64.
Atari 800XL?
No, it was a PC.
TRS-80 from Radio Shack.
I'm going to look on Google.
Adam computer.
PC. Come on.
No, Adam didn't have QBasic. QBasic
and it was a screen in orange. Oh, the letters. It was not. Of course, it was in orange.
It was an orange lines of length on that.
Just orange. Yeah.
Oh wow. What would that be? But it was in. I keep forgetting. It was in Belgium, right?
Yeah.
So it was it. Do you know where what company it was? Well, that wouldn't tell you what it was.
Could be an IBM PC. XT.
Oh, an XT.
An XT.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an XT wasn't 8088, I think.
It wasn't.
It was 8088 was the name of the processor in the XT, and then they came out 286 with the faster XT, and then there was 386.
And back then I was creating games in QBasic, role-playing games in school. So we put a map on our XP PC, a map of our school, and then we would be able to, with the mouse or with the keyboard, we would be able to walk around the school and come into rooms, and then it's like role-playing. There's a teacher in the room, and we discuss things, and I was doing that in QBasic back then, so it's really cool to do.
Did you have the operator go sub and go to and those ones?
Those stuff, yeah.
Could you even fathom writing in BASIC again?
I won't do that. But
not even for nostalgia.
At that time, it's what it needs to do. So.
Yeah, it was pretty cool back then. Do this, do that, loop, branch, do this, do that, yes, no. And what did your classmates like it?
Well, most of them just thought he's crazy.
But they played.
I have some other nerd who was also into it, so I think we played it with a group of 5 people who were interested, something like that.
Oh, cool.
We gave it on a disc and they played some.
So I hear that one of the differences between America and Europe is that when we are young in America and we have our friends, there is a point that we say goodbye to them and we go off into the world, we never see them again. But in Europe, it's most common the case that your friends, so when you are young, are your friends for life.
Yeah.
And I think that what I've heard from people here is that we desire that kind of stability in our friendships, but we don't have it. And is it the other way around in Europe that you desire the freedom?
Yeah. Stability isn't always good and correct in that sense that when you have friends from childhood, they really change during the years. And the friends I have now, well, they're still friends, and I can still go to them for help or stuff like that. But they're not on the same page, same level as me. They have totally other things they do. So that's the problem. So I can't talk about my work with them. I just can go grab a drink and do silly stuff. And sometimes I think, why do I still have the friends from back then? I can do any interesting stuff with them. They're because they're on a total other
Mhm.
world than me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm missing, and I think that's in America. You find the people you need to help you in your ambition, in the things you wanted to do,
Mhm.
and that's nicer. But it's difficult in Belgium.
Mhm.
We can't just walk into a bar and look at the people that have the same interest. And I think here there are bars like maybe Starbucks and stuff like that,
Mhm.
where you can walk into and you know already that there will be people you can talk to because they are on the same level as you are.
Well, we have, yeah, like topic hubs.
Yeah, and that's we don't have them.
Well, yeah, there's a the from the perspective of well, at least my own, like when I think about what it would be like to have friends my whole life.
Uh-huh.
Like I wonder what it would be like for you if you didn't, if you would want them, because I know that
I would want them.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and
But it's strange because the friends who used to be really good friends, like you felt you could never miss them in all of your life. It's becoming more flu. After a while, they're just friends, but not really. They're more like just people you know, and you always meet in the bar, and but not really close. They're not in your heart anymore because you have so different thoughts, and you're so doing separate things.
mhm.
But they're still there. But it's not the same feeling that you had back then when you were young.
Mhm. Do you think that the feeling, like if you see them and if you stay connected, if later in life that the feeling may be
Yeah.
much different?
Yeah. No. I think the feeling from back then would come back.
Ah, there's
Because
a
now we're going for our ambitions, and we're doing separate things. But there will be a time where we reached the point we wanted to be in our lives, and then we have rest again, and we will just talk to each other like
mhm.
we used to, instead of what I want to do now is talk about my work and my job and think of new ideas. But there will be a point in life where I don't want to do that anymore, and I think that then the friends that are staying for all of my life will become better friends and closer friends again.
Oh. Yeah, me too. Like I kind of wish that I could go and find the friends that I had that had the a friend of mine had an Atari ST.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. It was an Apple II, and it had a sort of pen interface tablet thing. It was like so far ahead of its time. And I used to go over to his house and play with it and write on it because I had a 386. No, it was a Commodore 64 at my house, and they were like they're just different worlds. And I had friends who were using Amigas. Those were really cool because they had a kind of 3D interface to them, a little bit of a 3D interface for a little while. But
was it like Prince of Persia?
no,
The game is,
no. Keep recording. They had this, and we can't go over 10 minutes because then they can't auto upload to YouTube from the phone. Okay. But we had this, the Amiga that my friend had this sphere interface. There's a sphere and then these three other spheres, and then move between the spheres to navigate the things, and it looks 3D. And I think that it was not like they didn't do polygons or anything. They actually just kind of shaded the graphics the right way.
Yeah.
But it was like it was really interesting for an interface. And then that friend was the one who installed the switch on my Sega Genesis that would allow when I put a cartridge in, I'd flip the switch and turn it on, and it was all Japanese characters. It was the same game, but it was just cool to be able to mess with it to make it turn Japanese. Good job on catching 10 minutes.